Shalom, all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Shemel, Shai, Bashim, Crocodiles, the honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutation to all you occupants out there pushing this work, this truth with all honesty and sincerity, by way of the highways, byways, going out in the streets, teaching and preaching. And also, shalom to you very few aquas that's out there listening and learning, you very few sisters that's out there listening and learning. It's your brother Nayap, and I'm back with another news update. We're just going to get straight up into it. Just got done doing a lesson. Let me see. I really don't have that many videos, so it shouldn't be that long. But for fair use, and for educational purposes only. This is not for any type of monetary gain on any of these videos. It's for educational purposes only.
If you walked outside in Philadelphia today, you may have felt like something was in the air, and you're not alone. While the air quality alert was issued for New Jersey, people here say they could feel a difference. A hazy view of Philadelphia Saturday evening. This is what our camera captured hours before sunset. Maureen Cotterill says she noticed the air quality was off early in the day.
I can't even see, the buildings I typically see every day. And then my daughter called me and she's like, Mom, I have this splitting headache. I can't have lunch with you today. And I'm like, Then I go out on the balcony and I'm like, oh my God, no wonder she's got a headache.
Wildfire smoke from Canada has made it into our region. Air quality conditions make it especially unhealthy.
잠시만 제가 이거 촬영 스케치 지금 끝나고
censorship was bad before, it's about to get way worse. The UK just flipped the switch on something that can change the internet forever. It's called the Online Safety Act, and it just went into effect. This law gives the UK government the power to force social media platforms to monitor and remove any content that they think is harmful, even if it's not illegal, y'all. So this means if you say anything that they don't like, it can be taken down, it can be flagged, or maybe even worse. So let me ask you this. If they can do this in the UK, what's next? The US? Canada? Australia? Every other place? What happens then? Y'all gotta start realizing, y'all, it's not just about safety, bruh. It's about control. I don't know if y'all know, but we're heading towards a digital world. So everything you comment, post, or anything like that is going to be getting watched. I need y'all down below in the comments to let me know how y'all feel. And if Israel just kidnapped 21 people and took them hostage, to include an American citizen. This is Jacob Berger. He was on a boat with 21 other people. The boat was named Handala. It was called the Freedom Flotilla. It was going to deliver humanitarian aid to Gaza in the form of food and other necessary aid because Israel is systematically starving the people of Gaza. The Handala was approximately 70 miles from the coast of Gaza. When two Israeli ships approached it, we saw it go down on live stream.
I will have to throw my phone in the water, chat, as they approach. We're going to wait till the very last minute until they're up on us. Don't worry, Chad. We prepared for this, all right? The time has come. We all knew this was a possibility. We got closer to Gaza than most flotillas in the past few years. Whatever happens, Chad, I love you all very much. Don't worry, everything's going to be all right. Oh, let me snap this. All right, guys, this is it. We're 2 miles away. I got to throw my phone in the water.
Israeli forces then boarded the ship and took all of its occupants. Not having fun?
I'm done having fun. I'm done having fun. I had so much fun in my 20s. So much fun with so many men. Too much fun, honestly. I think I, reached the fun limit. But I'm serious about dating. I'm in my 30s. I have a plan. I have a time frame. I have deadlines.
Right.
I want a baby in a year. I just froze my eggs. I want a ring.
And I found out about this woman. She was just doing this as a skit, but this is how a normal woman thinks. Because I actually been to this person's page, and I think it was just a skit. So
in 9 months, and I want to be married a year and a half, maybe 2 years. So I'm looking for someone who is at that level.
Well,
and is willing to meet me at that level.
For sure. This is our first date, so
yeah,
I feel
know.
Like
that's why I'm being crystal clear, because so many men look just like you, have just wasted years of my life, and I'm so sick of it, and I'm not going to let it happen.
Well, I thought you were trying to have fun, so it's like...
No, I'm not having fun. I'm done having fun.
Right, you're done with fun now, but before...
I had so much fun.
Yeah, that much is clear.
With a lot of men.
Yeah, I'm picturing a lot of things.
And I don't need to do it anymore. And honestly, you're really not my type. My friend told me to go out with you, and because she seems like you're the type that wants to settle down. So,
okay.
Normally I don't go for you, but I feel like maybe you're at the same place in your life and mine.
I don't know. This might not be
the level of disrespect in this video.
President Trump signed an executive order that makes it easier for states to remove homeless encampments and force homeless people into mental health or addiction treatment programs. Our Lisa Desjardins explains.
President Trump's order lays out his goal clearly. He wants to move more people who are homeless into long-term institutions and hospitals, including involuntarily. He also plans a dramatic shift in federal funds, away from programs that place people into housing first, and instead pushing for tougher, immediate requirements for treatment. Homeless rates have been steadily rising since 2017. A federal count found that more than 770,000 people were living in shelters or outside on a single night last year. For more on this latest executive action and what it may mean, I'm joined by David Ovalle, national reporter focusing on opioids and addictions for the Washington Post. There is a great deal in this order, David. First, does President Trump have the power to either encourage or tell states that they need to put more people in institutions, even involuntarily?
Well, no, not specifically, and that's one of the interesting things about this order is that they're really trying to incentivize and push states into doing this. Remember, states set their particular laws, they set their criteria for how they handle involuntary commitments. So really, this is a state issue, but the federal government certainly has a lot of sway, and they can, for example, in the executive order, they talk about prioritizing grants for states or jurisdictions that comply with this order and crack down on open air drug use and other things to combat quote unquote vagrancy on the streets. So certainly there are sort of incentives they can do to kind of push states to doing this, and certainly Trump has a lot of sway, particularly among red states. So if states feel like they're going to benefit by implementing a more robust involuntary commitment program, then they just might.
What does President Trump say he is trying to do here, and how does that mesh with what we know about substance abuse and mental illness in this population in particular?
Well, I think Trump's message is something that does resonate with a lot of people, particularly as we've seen in cities where there are people camped out on sidewalks, where there are people who are clearly grappling with mental illness in a very visible public way. And so, whether you're seeing it firsthand or you're watching it on TV, certainly this is something that concerns people, right? Of course, in a very Trump way, it's also sort of loaded with very fear-inducing language, right? It's, vagrancy. It's people are, having violent confrontations on the street. And when you talk to advocates for the homeless, advocates for people with who are dealing with mental illness, they point out that most people that are dealing with mental illness are not, getting arrested. They're not, violently lashing out at people, but it's when these things happen in a very high-profile way, like we've seen happen in New York City, for example, they tend to grab a lot of headlines. So these are real fears that manifest themselves in our cities, but it kind of...
ICE agents went from detaining immigrants to the homeless and the mentally ill, using an executive order that basically deems being homeless or mentally ill a crime. This is a
But every time I think it's going to end, he kills people. I'm not so interested in talking anymore. He's got to make a deal. It's too many people are dying. It's a really bloody war. You would think, based on common sense, you would think he'd want to make a deal. We'll find out. Yeah, I'd say 10 to 12 days. I'll announce it probably tonight or tomorrow. It would be sanctions and maybe tariffs, secondary tariffs. I don't want to do that to Russia. I love the Russian people. Russia could be so rich right now. Instead, they spend all their money on war. They spend everything on war and killing people, and it doesn't make sense to me. I thought he would want to end this thing quickly. I really felt it was going to end.
We will be issuing a memo today that every school district will adhere to, which is that every teacher, every classroom in the state will have a Bible in the classroom, and we'll be teaching from the Bible in the classroom to ensure that this historical understanding...
What they need to go ahead and teach is that Esau Edom, as you can see, the self-proclaimed white man, all right, which he's not white. As you can see, his shirt is white and his skin is red. Hopefully they teach that he is the wicked, which they're not going to do, that the so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans are God's chosen people, the children of Israel, all right, the Israelites. But they're not going to do that. They're going to brainwash you, whitewash you.
is there for every student in the state of Oklahoma.
The plane just caught fire. The plane just caught fire. We're evacuating the plane. Oh my god. Oh my god, there's fire. Oh my god, get me off the plane, get me off the plane.
People are getting tired of this. We're getting tired of getting bullied. Meanwhile, back at racism headquarters, I love this video of this white woman, this Karen, complaining about these black kids that are on a porch.
Go on the crib.
Go on the crib.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Go on the crib.
Go on my crib.
Go on the crib.
You don't even pay for this.
They're like, yo, go to your crib. Go to your crib. Go back to your house. This is where we live. She's like, crib.
This is my estate.
Go on the crib. This is my estate. Your estate. Out of here. What is it with white folks just mad at black people live anywhere? If we have an address, you're pissed the fuck off. We have to.
And that bitch, that fucking heathen, barefooted.
Live somewhere. We're not just magical that you call up when you need sports or entertainment or sex. Yeah, we're not these ta-da Negroes. We have every right to live in places. Where the fuck do you think we're supposed to live? You come to a lot of these black neighborhoods, Latin neighborhoods, gentrify them and look at them, look at the people that were there like they don't belong there. That's just been your history of taking people and acting like they don't belong there. Fuck you, seriously. And this lady is ridiculous. She's going, what are you doing here? What are you smoking weed? Really? She threw it in the drug part. White folks, you smoke, inject more drugs than anybody on the fucking planet. Most of my white friends always looking for drugs. Always cocaine, meth, with sniffing bottles in their nose, putting shit up their ass. What the fuck are you talking about? What are you on Section 8? Yeah, for more white people on welfare and all kinds of shit and public assistance. As you can tell, all these MAGA people that are getting fucked in the ass, they're making videos like, I don't have my Medicare, I have where are my food stamps? Fuck out of here. And then she proceeds to come on the porch to fucking hit the kids and their minors.
What? Fuck you. Touch me. Don't touch me. What the fuck is you talking about?
She got knocked the fuck out. It was beautiful. And I do not condone hitting women at all. But fuck her. She ain't no woman. She's a fucking animal. And the husband came.
Thank God. Let me give y'all an update. My brother, Julian Brown, is okay. His mother and his family are making sure that he keep a low profile due to all the strange activities that's been going on around him ever since he started his own company, the Plastiline. You know, they don't like it, man. When you a genius and you have the power and the brain that this young man has, it's a must that we all protect him, man. And I guarantee you, we know that he ain't in the bed just sleeping. That brother is studying making inventions. Imagine being...
Also, allow children to do it as summer jobs. The idea that your government, that your precious government, doesn't allow children to work summer jobs in blueberry fields is just mind-blowing to me.
Well, it's very difficult work, by the way, and it's fine. I'm totally down with everything that you're saying. But the point is,
I'm not a libertarian.
For Americans to want to do these jobs, if it costs more, I'm okay with subsidizing that labor. One of my favorite things to watch on YouTube these days are the court hearings where illegals are in court and ICE shows up to drag them out of court and deport them. I can think of nothing more American today than keeping our streets safer by getting those violent criminals out.
Wow. But look who raped, robbed, and murdered the whole entire fucking planet. You're the criminal
Of the United States of America, and we all have Donald J. Trump to thank for it.
Wow. What a fucking dildo head. Damn, give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shem Kakadash. Till next time, Shalom.